Well, hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and usually I'm not on Tuesday unless it's time for Bible study, but I felt it important to come on tonight and let's um, talk and let's encourage everyone. I know it's the holiday season and we're in the month of December, and of course, a lot of people deal with a lot of different things in December and in this month. Uh, could be a time of grieving for some, and for others, things that are taking place and loved ones that are passing. I felt it necessary to come on and just share with you tonight that we should love each other while we have each other. It's important for us to understand that it is so vital for us not to have regrets of things that we didn't do, of things that we should have done, of things that we let go past, of things that we let go by, and things that we let linger for such a long time, whether it's with family, friends, or whoever, things that we should have corrected, got together, and we sometimes we don't do that. And we have to learn that we have to love each other while we have each other. Sometimes we don't understand that a person can be here today and they could be, you can see them in the morning and then they be gone before the afternoon or gone before the evening. Things happen. Some things are expected, and then there's some things that are not expected. And when you have those things that are not expected, it hits you a little different from those things that may be expected. If you had someone that has been sick, someone that has been in the hospital, or someone that has been dealing with something, and you were sort of uh, anticipating something may occur or something may happen, even though you have been praying. That's one thing. But when something happens and you get that particular call that you were not expecting, you were not, when you answered the phone, you didn't know that it was going to be that call that would give you that type of information or give you that type of thing. And so sometimes it's a little difficult. And so many times we have that. Today, as I was getting ready to take my grandkids home, my wife received a phone call, and as she answered the phone, I was in my office, of course, and but I heard her said, "No, don't tell me that." And whenever I hear that, I know that it's something going on and something has happened. And so when I came in the room and asked, well, what's going on? And she began to tell me that her cousin is a pastor here in the city, uh, that he had passed away, and we don't know all of the circumstances of his death, but we do know he passed away. And then uh, I think it was day before yesterday, I got a call yesterday, seen a post of another friend that we've communicated over the years that passed away, Pastor Gloria Cameron. And then, of course, Pastor Pinson, Superintendent Pinson. And then we just started hearing about it. And then, as I was taking care of some business tonight, uh, my wife called me. We were talking about some things about food. And then she asked me that I heard about evangelist Sheila Vickers from New York had passed away. And so here we are when we talk about the understanding of loving each other while we have each other. You know, sometimes we don't know if it'll be the last text that we'll receive. We don't know if it'll be the last email we receive. We don't know if it'll be the last time we see an individual or talk with an individual. And one of the things I think that all of us should really work on is sometimes, I'll put it this way, sometimes things happen between people, sometimes it happens between family members or whoever. And sometimes we go too long before we actually try to resolve those issues or those things, not knowing if the last time we spoke with an individual could be the last time we speak with them or see them. So, how do we do with that? We've got to love each other while we have each other. I know some people, they're very smart when it comes to this, and they say, well, people don't, if they don't do this, they don't do that for me. You know, my uncle always used to say something to us, and it became more prevalent and important to me when I was in the hospital uh, last year. But he used to say something to us all the time. It's not how they treat you, but it's how you treat them in return. And sometimes we have to understand we have to be the bigger person. We have to be the person that goes and resolve some issues, even though you may feel that you were not wrong. You may feel that you were right in everything. You may feel that you were wronged. But somebody has to be the bigger person. Somebody has to make that call. Somebody has to be that individual that will make things right. And let's love each other while we have each other. We just don't know. I mean, we really don't. And we've seen in the midst of this pandemic, and some of it hasn't been COVID-19 related, but we've seen things happen, and people have slipped from us that we were not expecting to slip from us, not expecting to go away. And it's been one of those type of things that we've had to deal with. And so I know that it seems like it's not important, but take it from me. Love each other while you have each other. Just think about some things that you can do or say, some things that you can, make people's day brighter, because you just never know. And we've got to be those persons that do that, the person that will reach out and do that. And we've got to make sure that we don't hold grudges, we don't hold things against people, we don't hold things that will keep us from doing those things and reaching out. My wife's cousin passed away, of course, and I remember my wife saying last week, "Did you get that cash out from Harold?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." And not knowing that that would be the last thing that I would get from him, uh, just didn't know, didn't have a clue, didn't have an idea. I looked back through my texts and saw some people that text me during my birthday and said happy birthday, blessings. Didn't know that that would be the last text. And so we've got to love each other while we have each other. It's really important for us to do this. I know we talk about being family and stuff, but we've got to let some of this other stuff go, because it could be the last time we see them, or it could be the last time they see us. We don't know where life will end, when time will be up for any of us. And of course, we don't want to have regrets again about not, um, you know, being there and saying the right things when we could have had an opportunity to say the right things. When birthdays come up, I don't know everyone that I say happy birthday to. Some people I do, but I made it my a habit, if possible, just to say happy birthday to people, and to be kind, to be nice, to speak to people, to share with people if they contact me, to try to talk with them or whatever, because you never know what you're doing and what is happening for a person. You never know when things will just change. And things change every day. Take it from me. Things change every day. And people leave us every day. Um, my birthday, I eulogized a cousin. I wasn't expecting that on my birthday, but I did it. Was something that just caught me completely out the blue. And so we have to understand that it's important for us to love each other while we have each other. It could be the last time. And I want to make sure, whether I took a picture with you or not, if I never took a picture with you, if I was active in your life, if I was a blessing to you in your life, if I don't have a picture to post, at least I can be comforted in the fact that I was there when you needed me, or I did not allow other things to keep me from reaching out. Here's another thing: I didn't allow other people from keeping me from reaching out, because sometimes people want you to be upset with people because they're upset with people. I can't do that. I've got to learn to love the people that's in my life, family, friends, those that God has allowed to be there and to be a part. And so while I've got you, I'm gonna love you while I got you. You'll never say, well, no. Take it from me. If I tell you I love you, I love you. If I tell you I've got you, I got you. I don't play with that. I think it's important. And I'll say this, and I'm finished. After this bout last year, and I know people just he talk about COVID again. Well, I mean, after the bout in the hospital, I recognize how close you can be to death, how close you can be to getting out of here, and recognizing that you haven't done anything sinful, but maybe you just haven't done everything you could have done, and done things right, and done things proper, and left things undone. And whenever God gives you another chance to do that, you need to take advantage of it. You need to take that opportunity. Pick up that phone. You know you haven't talked to that person, and you know why. Pick up the phone, call them, text them, email them, reach out. Don't worry about if they reach out to you. That's not important. What's important is that I want to make sure that I have no regrets, and that things will be done properly and right, and God can be uh, so gracious and kind to me that He's allowed me to be here to do that. Reach out to your family, your friends, your spouse, hug them, your kids. Reach out to them, your mother, your father, your siblings. You don't want to be saying, I wish I could, or I wish I would have, or I missed them. Reach out, because you never know when it's going to be your last time. Again, I say to you, love them. Let's love each other while we have each other. It's not a cliche to me. It's not something I just say. I love you, and there's not a thing you can do about it. I mean that. I love you. I love it. Somebody say, you don't know me. I ain't got to know you. I love you. I really do. And because I understand, again, that we need each other. as much as we don't think we do, we really need each other. We need to love each other. We really need each other. I could talk about people that lost loved ones, wives that lost husbands, that just had a heart attack, those that just just died and passed within the last year and a half. So many people that would text me and say, "Did you hear about this one or hear about that one?" And I'm just like lost for words because of things that happened. And then, of course, within our family for the last 2 years, we had Mother Pace, and then our sister Duranis, and then my sister Phyllis got sick and was right there. And so we say to each other, and we reach out to each other. We love each other. We appreciate each other. My family on my mother's side, they call me all the time, check on me. We check to see how each other's doing because we just never know. So again, I plead with you. Let's love each other while we have each other. Don't let people keep you with grudges, looking down on people. Love each other. Whatever they done is not that bad for you to keep holding on to it because it only works on you and it makes you feel certain kind of ways. All right? All right. So let's do that. I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this with somebody. Let's love each other while we've got each other. Let's hang on. Pray for my family. Pray for the Vickers family. Pray for the Pinson family. Pray for the Cameron family. You may not know these persons, but just pray that God would sustain during this time because it's especially difficult during the holiday season. December and November, December, difficult months. Anytime things happen, it's difficult, but those months are even more devastating, and they are more. They just happen. Those months really get you, and if you're not careful, it'll paralyze you and make you not want to do anything or go into a closet. That's why we gotta love each other while we got each other. While you got them, love them. While you can talk to them, do it. Don't be talking about, well, I wish I could call them. Call them now. I wish I could see them. Do it now. You don't have to hesitate. Don't wait. Get it done because it could be the last time, and that's no joke. I mean that's serious. I wouldn't want when I wake up in the morning. I have a thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I got to get out of here. I have a thing, and I've always had it. Uh, I hate for people to call me in the middle of the night. I just when I hit a phone ring at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I look at it, the first thing I'm looking for is to hear what sound is coming because I don't want to hear any devastating news at that time of the morning. I want to hear devastating news, period. But you hear it, and you listen for the voices and stuff, and I'll be like, oh my God, they. And so I tell them, look, if it's not a life or death thing, please do not call me in the morning like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, don't be calling me at 3:30 in the morning and have me all nervous and stuff. If it's not life or death, call me the next morning. All right, that's when you call me. Don't be calling me. Keep it like, oh, have my heart jumping and stuff because I'm trying to figure out what in the world you finna say. So let's again. I'm redundant. I sound like a broke record, but I think it's worth saying today. Love each other while we have each other. I want you to know, and this is from my heart, I love you, and there's not a thing you absolutely can do about it. I love you. The Lord bless you. I'm praying for you, praying for your family. Meet the challenge. Reach out and touch with bases with somebody. And let them know that you love them and you're thinking about them. May God bless you, and may all God's best be yours.